Okay, John, we're going to see if this helps you out. All right, as far as your press, mine, the sheet detector, pile detector is here. It's actually separated from the suckers. The adjustments on that is this: you go to a thinner stock. If that don't work, then it could be your linkage. We'll talk about that later. All right, now I don't know if you have this. Hold on a second. I'm messing up here. There's a little turn screw. Let me rotate the press here a little bit. If you see this screw right down here, that screw there, if you can read it, it's for thick stock and thin stock. Now, you didn't ever reply to me if it's bouncing on the fast speed in the head stops or slipping in the grippers. Now, one thing to do is this: put you a piece of tape at the tail end of the sheet like this on both sides, and then draw a line. Put the sheet in to your drop guides. As the swing arm comes up, the swing grippers come back, and then draw you a line. And as you're running, you can see if it's bouncing in the drop guides. And what that probably is causing that is on your swing grippers. Let me see if I can get this camera in here. If you see the grooves where your swing arm grippers are going to go into, the lighting is really bad in here, John. Sorry about this. Let me rotate it around again. All right, you can see the holes, like right where my finger, like right, there's those grooves in there. But anyway, what happens is this whole plate here, this whole plate down at the bottom next to the gripper, it's flexible. So if you look, we actually have to run wavy sheets sometimes. You know, we're running not stock, we're running after it's printed, so all the moisture and the heat get into it, it waves sometimes. Now what I do sometimes, in between, right in the front where those swing arm grippers are going to come into that plate, I'll put a piece of like film, plastic, and kind of curve it up so it jumps up over it. Because that plate could be out of adjustment and it's actually lower than the swing arm grippers coming to pick it up. And what it'll do, it'll bang into it, and that's where it's looking like it's bouncing, and the drop guides will come back up and it'll push up back, the sheet will come past the point it's supposed to. Because these brushes here, they're not going to keep that from doing it. That just keeps it from jiggling a little bit. But if that swing arm gripper comes back, the transfer grippers come back to pick the sheet up from the feed board, and they're actually a little higher, it'll push that sheet back and there's nothing you can do to stop it. So what you got to do is either it's out of adjustment in the plate, or you got to make sure that all your levers, which is these here, that's pushing the grippers back. So what I do is push it and make sure each one of them starts moving at the same time. Rotate it to where they close up. It's kind of upside down. Now, on your swing arm grippers, your rod, as soon as it starts pushing those, you want to see all of those move at the same time. If not, one of these levers could be bent. Because if it's not pushing open enough, it's gonna, and the faster you go, the worse this thing's gonna get. So let's see how that works. And then let me know if it's slipping in the grippers or bouncing in the drop guides. All right, talk to you after a while. Bye.